In this section, we'll be creating JavaScript rollovers using the sliced images we created in Adobe Photoshop. I've already saved that out as an HTML file and sliced images, so I'm going to initiate a new website in my files folder here, in my files panel, and I'll just go down to manage sites, and I'll just create a new site, and I'll call it rollovers underscore nav. And then I'll just search that folder out. I have a little work folder on my desktop for this exercise called site nav slices. So I'll choose that to establish the root folder and click save, and then done. So I should see that pop up here, and you can see here, let me just open this up a bit, that I've got my HTML file, which I'll open now. And it's that nav bar that we sliced up in Photoshop inside of tables with the sliced images in their respective table cells. If I open up the images folder, you will see everything that got created, and you can see here the paired buttons, if you will. A is the natural state and B is the rollover state. So the intent here is to create a rollover. When my mouse rolls over one of these buttons, that it will change from this button appearance to the second appearance, which is indicated by the letter B on the graphic, and visually it's a red version of the button. So what we need to do is we need to call up a window called behaviors to do this. Let me just go up to window and find behaviors, not to be confused with server behaviors. So here we are, behaviors. To begin the process, I highlight my first graphic and I assign an ID name to it in my properties panel. So I'll just go but underscore home underscore A and hit my tab key. The next step is to go over to my behaviors panel and add a new behavior called swap image. What I will see is a dialog box with a list of all of my images and their ID names. I'm going one at a time with these, so a lot of them are currently unnamed, but there is the one I just highlighted, and I just have to browse for the image to replace it inside of my directory. So under set source to, I click browse, go into images, and this is the home button, so I need to look for but underscore home B, and click open and click OK. And really it's as simple as that. If I wanted to modify this, I could double click on the little gear and make a change. So let me save this file. Now I just need to test that in my browser, so I'll just go up to preview in Firefox, and there we go. So that works just fine. So I'll do one more for you as an example, and then I'll get you to do all the rest, and you can show me those when they're complete. Let me just go back to Dreamweaver here, and I'll try the next one. Local news. So I give it an ID number. I'm just using the same naming convention I used for the button names themselves. So but underscore local news. All lowercase and no spaces. And this is the A version. And then hit my tab key to enter that. Then go over to behaviors, create a new behavior called swap image, and then browse for the replacement file. Since this is local news, I'm looking for local news, but underscore local news. And I'm looking for the B version. So in fact, I'm going to view by name. And there we go. Click open, click OK. Save the file. I'll just go save all and test that in the browser once again. So preview in Firefox. So there we go. We've got the two first buttons done. I want you to do all the rest of these using that same method, and this will be one of your assignments for today.